Hey guys, Mike with Mortgage Nerds here in Appleton, Wisconsin. I am with
Scott Bonovich of Mortgage Nerds here in Appleton.
Awesome. Today we want to talk to you a little bit about brokers are better. All right, so what is a mortgage broker is the title of this video. I know that terminology is kind of thrown around, like people don't really understand. We all do mortgages. What is a mortgage broker? In Wisconsin, there's not a lot of us. So what's a mortgage broker, Scott?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know a whole lot of it about what a broker
Brokering,
was,
yeah.
and to be honest with you, now the definition is very different than what it was perceived.
Yeah.
A year ago. So, what's a mortgage broker? Well, different than being like a mortgage lender, retail lender. We have an opportunity to basically shop not only rates but program options with many different investors.
Right.
So the big difference, I think, is flexibility from what we didn't have to what we have now.
Sure. So a typical mortgage lender, which means let's classify that bank, credit union, and retail are the typical ones out there. We don't need to name names, but the big lenders in the area. So they have one product, right, for each type of loan that they do. They're one interest rate and that kind of stuff. They're subject to the company's policies, rates, costs, and everything associated with that loan, right?
Yep.
That does not change. It's universal for everybody. A mortgage broker has multiple lenders, so each lender has different interest rates, a different process a little bit, right?
Yep.
Some are a lot faster than others and just different,
Potentially different overlays or lack thereof. Not, hey, we're going to take this over here because we know this investor is not going to ask us about this or require this.
We know this investor is really good at FHA streamlines.
Yep.
This one does scores below 640, right? So having this tremendous flexible, situation where you have all these different lenders that we get to know, have relationships with, and then as we get an application or build relationships with you guys, the clients out there, we match that, right?
Yep.
With the lender based on their costs, their rates, and their process. So it's really that flexibility that we get into, right?
Yeah, it makes a huge difference. I mean, it's
amazing.
Insane, how much of a difference it can make from having a variety pack.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to a restaurant and I've got the buffet, where I can go here.
Yep.
Or I just have one item to pick from.
That's
menu,
it. You get that one item, and sometimes that one item is sufficient, right? Mm-hmm. And it's universal for most people, but not in all cases. Definitely, there's some great lenders out there, and the wholesale lenders out there in the broker community that are just really, really, UWM being one of them. They're the biggest wholesale lender in the country, and you can get clear to close in days. I mean, right now, banks, credit unions, I think they're 60, 90 days. I don't even know what it is. But their efficiency is amazing. And we work with some other great lenders too that just have great products. We have great relationships with it.
Impact on like PMI. It's crazy.
So
apples to apples.
Absolutely. So there's another advantage. So we're a mortgage broker. We work with these different lenders. They have a reduced private mortgage insurance, like significantly reduced compared to banks, credit unions, and retail locations. So even if our rates are typically better, but on top of rates, PMI is lower, which makes your payment lower, which also gives you more flexibility to buy maybe a little bit more of a home if you wanted to, if you're approaching your edge of your budget. So huge advantages. So I would highly recommend, even if it's not with us, contact or find a local mortgage broker in your state, your area, to shop around if you're refinancing or doing a purchase. Even if you're pre-approved already, the flexibility and the products that a mortgage broker will have compared to anybody else, it's pretty big difference.
Absolutely, 100%.
Cool. If you guys have any more questions, Scott or myself, we'd be happy to answer your questions. Just message us, give us a call. We'd be happy to help you out. And remember, mortgages are complex. Let Mortgage Nerds give you the answers
you need.